Do you say you want to eat healthier, but the only choices coming into your home are unhealthy? Oops. So it's 2024 and you're ready to reset your life and start over, huh? Well, don't worry. Your favorite auntie, sister, cousin, and now mama has definitely been there herself. I've had to click reset on my life more times than a broken Nintendo or PlayStation 5 for my babies. It's something I have to do every once in a while when I'm feeling stuck, stagnant, unappreciative, lost, or just even bored. Right now I'm in transition, added on the new role of mommy. I'm a wife and a high-powered professional. And in the words of Jay-Z, I will not lose. My body is telling me that I need a fresh start, a reset, a do-over, a recharge to my battery. And if that's you right now, and you're wondering how can I reset my life? Well, I mean, look no further, you're in the right place. Remember that your life is important and starting over can be overwhelming. So whatever you do, even small, is going to make a big impact. Just stick with it. And as always, share with me down below in the comments what you're doing. I love to chat back and also hear about what's going on in your endeavors. Let me know what you're planning for in 2024 and also like and subscribe. And look, while you at it, let me know some ideas that you have for me in 2024. Now that sounded better in 2023, but we ain't gonna go there. Let's get into it. So we have to consider the habits that we have right now today, not the ones that you want next week, the ones you have right now. Do they align with your life and what you say you want? And what are your habits and how are they working for you? And just so you know, friend, a good habit is what you do daily in order for you to have the best outcomes in your well-being. So do you say stuff like you want a better network or access to one, but yet you're only spending time in places like clubs and bars or only at your house? Do you say you want to eat healthier, but the only choices coming into your home are unhealthy? Oops. Do you say stuff like letting go of dust is a must in 2024, but yet you laying next to the same musty butt person that you brought in from last year? In my best Cat Williams voice, that does not align. According to the book, The Power of Habit, which I have linked in the description on my favorite books list, there are 3 basic things for a healthy habit loop: the routine or the behavior that you want to change, the reward or the thing that satisfies the desire or the craving for that thing, and the cue or the trigger for the behavior. Something to remember is establishing good habits or taking down bad habits takes time. Every step matters. And y'all ask me, how do I organize my life? Do things like hold the roles that I have or spend time with family and do things so eloquently. Now let me tell y'all, that is a lie. I have never set up on this camera and said that I am without fault or without fail. I have failed millions of times in my life, but the thing that I've learned is you get up, you dust yourself off, and you learn. When I was trying to lose all that weight, I had to realize what was keeping me down, how I was going to reward myself in good ways in order to get me further, and how I was going to build healthier habits even now in my new journey. Don't sleep on the little goals because those make a huge difference. And don't you ever let anybody tell you what's stupid on your goals list. When I was going back and forth trying to pursue my education and my career goals, it was a lot of people that had all the jokes about how long it was taking me. Now those very same people want me to teach them how to stick to their own path so that they can make gains in what they want. Stick with it. We have to get to know who we are better in order to change our lives. Remember this, when you know what you want, you can create the life that is aligned with what your heart desired. Now, I used to think that was stupid. I went through a whole period in life where I didn't want to do much of anything alone. It kept me paralyzed. And when I thought about me or what I wanted, it was always connected to someone else. I had to accept that at times I was codependent and I really relied on certain relationships in order to determine my validity or even to direct and guide my life. So I started making myself go to dinner alone, go on dates alone, go to the movies, go travel, church, anything in order to hear myself and know who I was. So let me ask you this, do you know who you are? In order to get there, here are some things that you can do. You want to do some self-reflecting. Write down some things that you like or don't like or things you remember from your past. Know what you like and what you don't. Pay attention to how relationships affect your life and what you need from one in order to feel good in a relationship. Identify your core values and know your core beliefs, and try going on a self-discovery journey. Allow yourself the openness to find out more about you. Also, assessing those major areas of my life changed the game. I had to consider many things that needed the most work in order for me to make big changes. The areas I like to look at are my social life, financial, work, environmental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and then mental. If you want to start fresh, make a list of those things and write what you like and don't like in each area. That's going to help you to reflect and think about how you can improve small ways in order to make huge differences. purpose. We have to be more intentional with all that we want. Everything in life starts with your intention. It helps to set the trajectory for the life that you want to live, and it's never too late to start. When I set the intentions for my life, I couldn't just do that. I had to put the work behind it. This led to me meditating for peace and clarity, and that was even when failures happened. When I set out to lose the weight, I had a weekly goal, and I would write it down and I would adjust it as necessary. Whenever I failed, I learned to practice compassion. Like, click like if you can relate to this. I used to be harder on myself than I was on anybody else, and I still am. It's a daily struggle. And the compassion, though, that I learned really helped me to stop being judgmental. It also helped me to stop putting myself down in the times where I didn't do so well. And it helped me to get rid of shame and guilt centered around my difficulties. You see, I had to learn that I was emotionally eating and that I might have needed help for it. And I stopped thinking of myself as someone who needed to measure up, because who do I need to measure up to? This also led me to forgive myself and others when I was absolutely ready to. And I also started birthing new endeavors. So that was like buying my first home, finishing out my education, leaving crusty relationships where they belong. This led to the hunt for better endeavors, meeting and marrying my husband, building my network, and now birthing our first child, little baby Hunter. Y'all see what I did there? Hunt's on, little one. I've learned so many ways to stick with my path and enhance it with valuable resources like those from Skillshare, and they are the sponsor of today's video. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry pros across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and more. This new year, invest in yourself and your goals by starting a learning journey on Skillshare to take your career, skills, or side hustle up to the next level. And you're not sure where to start? Skillshare has designed learning paths to help you to get from novice to pro in no time. Learning paths are hand-picked classes meant to be taken in order that build on one another, reinforcing lessons. They're available in a range of experience from beginner to advanced, and there's a variety of categories. They include design, productivity, creative freelancing, tools and software like Procreate and Blender, marketing, and the list goes on. I'm loving the path, your creative business. Build it, branch it, launch it. This is great for those of us that want to learn how to design and launch a positive and wonderful, meaningful brand and want to be around for a while. And what's different here is you have everything in groups, so you can move at your own pace with learning about all the various things to get your business launched. And Skillshare did all the work for you with that path, from brainstorming your perfect business to crafting your approach and even finding the right audience for you. It's all right here. The teachers are amazing, and it's also simple to start and finish. I feel like it's engaging, it's fun, it's creative, and it's worth it. Now, y'all know I want you to learn with me, and I got your back. The first 500 people to use my link will get a 1-month free trial to Skillshare. Go ahead and click the link in the description. You are going to be so happy you did. Resetting with a healthy lifestyle is absolutely necessary. Notice that I didn't say with weight loss or a fad diet. This is absolutely personal for me right now, okay? Because I am on my healthy postpartum journey. And yes, I'll pull inspiration from my previous journey, but right now I'm just regrouping. You want to make sure you cover 3 main parts of life. Those are the mind, the body, and the spirit. Some of the healthier lifestyle factors include eating right, exercising enough, whatever that means to you, staying well hydrated and not parched, getting enough sleep, handling your stress, self-care and upkeep, getting regular checkups, and keeping that brain game together. Start in the area that you feel needs the absolute most help. And if you pick that goal that is easily accomplished and keep doing that habit over and over, you'll get good at it and you'll be able to move on seamlessly to the next thing you want to achieve. And when you've adopted that new one, keep going until they all become habits. Now just add this to your routine and repeat that process over and over until you have that list of hardcore great habits for your life, your mind, your body, and your spirit. Decluttering and organizing your life is essential. It is so satisfying to clean and organize my space. Click like if you can relate. When my home, body, or work are cluttered, I'm miserable. It gives a sense of clarity and control when it's together. I used to hold on to old things, old clothes, shoes, love letters, and drawers. But when I let go of the old, I had room for the new, and I felt better, and I felt like I knew where things were. And in my home, I love to know where things are, so I like to make sure that even in extremes, I like to label things and put them in their own nice baskets or attractive placements. My little basic planner that I show y'all all the time really helps as well. That little small thing helps me to keep track of habits and to organize my life overall. If you're looking for other support, look in the links below. I have my free goal tracker for you as well. And I also declutter through meditating, mindfulness, also journaling, and seeking help and therapy. This is a big one, but we have to get to our life's purpose. It's the reason why you do what you do, why you get out of bed, why you study, go to work, or do any of the things that you enjoy. I found my life's purpose by looking at those that I looked up to, but also figuring out the things that I was the most passionate about. I love the idea of bettering myself, but also helping others to do the same. It took time, and it took me failing and falling down multiple times, y'all. This ain't been no easy journey. I told y'all I almost failed out of college at 17. My first semester was a 0.89 GPA where they do that at. And I had a bunch of relationships that I wasn't the proudest of, but they have all come together to help me to be who I am today. Not the actual people, I'm talking about the situations, y'all, like the experiences. I also tried various jobs and roles that didn't work for me. Now you can start by making a list of the things that you actually want to learn or desire to learn. What sparks your creativity, your passions? What are you good at? Align this with your values and your beliefs to find your path. Make it a quest to find the support system that fits you. I know we love to believe that we can do it all on our own. And I do believe in you, you can do a whole lot, but research and studies have shown that the better network that you have, the more healthy you will be physically and mentally. Believe it or not, having the people that you're accountable with helps you to stick with your goals and feel more accountable to them as well. And you don't need a whole bunch of people, buttercup. Just 1 or 2 people that you can trust with your goals for resetting your life is just fine. I like to let relationships develop naturally. No forcing needed. My people in my tribe have literally been met at various points in my life, even at the doctor's office. I've made friends there. And remember to be a good friend to yourself by practicing kindness. Doing random acts of kindness will not only support you, but also those that you are needing support from. Remember, you have to be the mirror of the things that you want so that others can know how to treat you as well. We cannot be afraid to design our own future. Don't be afraid to imagine what your own ideal future would look like and be excited about that. It gives you a reference point for where you want to go and where you're headed. Now, I know many times in our lives, we're told to be good to everybody else around us, but I urge you to think about your dang on self. You can't do nothing for anybody when you down, disgusted and busted, ashy and broke without direction. So there's some things I stay asking myself. How will I support myself in my future life? What can I contribute to the world? What would I like to learn? What would my ideal day look like? What qualities would I like in a partner? Who or what can support me in my future? And what kinds of goals do I want to set? Answers so you can know where you want to go and what that road looks like. And like I said, you cannot do anything for anybody else until you have a good hold on where you're going. You don't need things to be perfect, but at least have that intention and that start. And that's all for today, y'all. I hope y'all get everything you want and more for 2024. Okay, that was kind of cute. That was kind of cute. Okay. And also make sure that you click the link down below. The first 500 people to get on net, okay, will get that first free month with Skillshare. And also make sure that you like, comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I got to get back to being a mama. Peace.